And we're back. Last time we left off was a cliffhanger. So how did this episode do? Well, let's take a look. Welcome to the heart of the stories we tell. My name is Rob, and tonight I will be reviewing Timeless, the Houdini episode. And oh boy, is that a good subtitle. The World's Columbian Expedition. And like I said, we left off with a cliffhanger, so let's jump right in and take a look at what I thought about this week's episode. So once again, it's stop. Spoiler time. And it's at a World's Fair. All the World's Fair are pretty famous for having some really impressive feats. The fact that the Chicago one had the first Ferris wheel, I didn't know. And I also didn't know that a certain someone was there. And the funny part is that they needed someone that could break and enter, so they took him to someone who was the world's best Batman before there was even a Batman. So again, my hat goes off to them for creating a good look at historical places and things, and the Chicago World's Fair is a pretty good one. Of course, the episode starts off with things kind of in a bad spot, because Lucy's still kidnapped because of, boom, still on a cliffhanger from mid-season break. Flynn's got her, and that switches up the teams a bit, because right now we've got Team Lucy and Team Flynn, and they just recruited Harry Houdini, who of course Lucy realized is her way out. But then we also have Team Wyatt and Team Rufus. To be honest, I kind of feel bad for them. They're not as prepared as they normally are without her. As fun as watching both of them work as teams, I do want to just pull aside a little bit of temporal mechanics here. If Team A can jump back in time hours ahead of time because of their nuclear-powered battery, then Team B should never be able to catch up, because by the time Team B catches up, the timeline should have already changed. But maybe that's just me thinking too much fourth-dimensionally. The changes would already be made. I do have to call out the fact that that nuclear battery being a big asset to Flynn is a big callback to 2 or 3 very important episodes in the beginning of the season, so kudos for thinking ahead with that. But okay, Team Lucy and Flynn, now recruited Houdini, are going on a little caper, and I love the little code talk between Lucy and Houdini, showing the fact that she's one step ahead of Flynn the whole way. And I want to call out Harry Houdini as being a really awesome person with a great amount of respect. But once again, this episode kind of made him into a Batman, and I kind of laugh at that idea. Although a great deal of this episode was meant to set up the fact that we're back to status quo, I appreciate the points where we're not. I really like the fact of how this show has grown since its first episode, and I understand why NBC gets to advertise it as one of the best #1 rated Monday night shows. I will also say the end of the episode, though, whew, amazing. Rufus really took a level of badass. Hey, Rittenhouse, I'm not afraid of you, because you need me. Thank you. Thank you so much. And then on the other side, we have what happened with Wyatt, and whether or not Flynn is actually manipulating him. A lot of pressure is being put on our team, and what would you do in that circumstance? What would you do if your family, if your loved ones were at stake, or if you had the chance to try to stop a tragedy from hitting them? Let me know down in the comment sections, because that's a very real question. Just how messed up would you let the time stream be to save someone you love? But then we've come to the part of the video where I need to ask you to like this, share this, and of course subscribe, because if you're interested in hearing my crazy thoughts on time travel, storytelling, movies, TV shows, you name it, I'm trying to build this community to walk through the heart of the stories we tell. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.